Our first amiibo today is IGuano's Kazuya. That's right, he has a Kazuya. Don't ask how. I like the name Not a Shoto because it's a reference to the fact that he has strong upper body muscles and shoots fireballs or some sort of projectile, which means he's basically a Shoto. Kazuya is going to be fighting my Moonwalk, I was going to call it Mirror Mode, my Moonwalked Bayonetta, definitely because I think it'll be an interesting matchup, and certainly not because I can't find Proto-Man. Now, as far as matchups go, Bayonetta is considered the worst in the game, and Kazuya is considered the best in the game. Some people have said that he's better than Cineroar, which just proves that they don't know anything, because that's not possible. Kazuya, though, ridiculous damage output, very heavy, very strong recovery, but not a lot of range, right? Sort of like Terry in that regard. Whereas Bayonetta, crazy range, she's just slow. She's so slow. That's why she's considered the worst in the game. They're both tall characters, which is interesting, because tall characters usually get comboed more easily. But this Kazuya is very shield heavy, and shields tend to destroy ladder combo. Although I guess down smash tends to destroy recovery. It's interesting, he's using down smash at the ledge. I figure that was probably intentional. Although, you know, it just occurred to me that Bayonetta's up smash can be used to juggle at low percents. I never thought of that before. Oh, there's that final smash. Kazuya basically has a final smash meter, is what that, I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically a free final smash. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the reasons why, without a doubt, he's certainly top tier, probably best legal. Not as good as Incineroar, though, because Incineroar has a Alolan Whip, and it's just a fact of AI, you can't beat a Alolan Whip. I do like this Kazuya was very prudentially trained. Going for walk, and then going for things like, what was that, up tilt, I think I saw some EWGF in there. All good decisions, right? It sounds counterintuitive, but a slow Kazuya is probably, and I'll have to do some training myself, some research for the guide, but a slow Kazuya probably better than a fast Kazuya, because a fast Kazuya is going to get himself into trouble, whereas one that takes his time, you know, the whole Aesop's Fable, Tortoise and the Hare thing, that'll probably end up better. Next up is Seth Shepard's Mewtwo. He said it's a raid boss, but then he didn't put any spirits on it, so I'm going to assume that you meant to send me something else, but that's okay, because I have an amiibo that can fight this. We're just not going to do Bayonetta for that one, just keep things interesting. So, okay, so I picked my Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff is already kind of a mess as far as amiibo goes. He has an AI glitch where, I've never seen him use that much pound, where he will use 5 jumps randomly, just because. And he misses rest sometimes, and there's really no way to fix that. So we're going to see. He's Moonwalk method trained. And he's got some really incredible sets, but he's not nearly as consistent as my Bayo. So that's okay. We're going to focus on the Mewtwo instead of talking about my Jigglypuff. So Mewtwo, this one's supposed to use a lot of disable. Okay, this is down B, whatever it's called, the eye thing. Ooh, I'm looking at you. Now you're, I don't know, hypnotized, or whatever they call it. This is obviously trained to be a raid boss, not to be competitive, so, you know, fair enough. But typically not in the loadout of a competitive amiibo. Obviously, again, not what it's going for. That's okay. The reason that's the case is because the amiibo just doesn't use it very well, like at all. I don't know. Isn't Mewtwo like C+ tier? And Jigglypuff is like bottom tier? Dude, I love the pairing on this thing. Get the rest! Oh, okay. I'm like, come on, rest, rest, rest! I know, I probably shouldn't be cheering against you. Sorry about that. I do like the forward air. Forward air is sort of Mewtwo's bread and butter, I would say. Just because, you know, it's forward air. Like, if I have to explain it, you haven't played Mewtwo. You know what I'm saying? Mewtwo also, in case he grabs, Mewtwo has up throws built in, which is like his worst throw, I would say. I think he can do something. There's the disable! Alright, finally. But no, I want to say down throw to forward air is either like, oh dear. Okay, there we go. Built in or not. Oh, by the way, now it occurs to me. Shadow Ball. You see how Mewtwo has like charged Shadow Ball and isn't doing a darn thing with it? Yeah, that's another AI problem. So he'll charge it all the way. he just won't use it. Like, the only time I've seen Amiibo, without some sort of ridiculous training method, use Shadow Ball is when they're using it at the ledge. I don't know why, they just do. A lot of forward tilt. And is he gonna jump a lot? Jigs, what are you doing? I love this Amiibo, but I hate this Amiibo because he's so dumb. But when he has his moments of brilliance and he only needs like one, then he just wins. Sorry for the people stomping around upstairs. I live in a terrible apartment complex. That was unnecessarily close. You know what I'm saying? That was ridiculously close. So, that's okay. That Jigs usually does a lot better against sword fighters. Alright, well, so that's your Mewtwo. Sorry, I didn't really have much. I was just so dumbfounded by the Jigglypuff just doing whatever the hell Jigglypuff felt like doing. So, alright. Last but not least, although probably lowest on the tier list, is Sheik. Whose Sheik is this? Mystic Legends Sheik. Now, Mystic Legend, that's a thrill seeker personality if it matters to you. Mystic Legend told me that this sucker parries a lot. We're going to see if that's the case. Now, for a more evenly based matchup, Sheik is like D plus tier probably, and Bayonetta is D. So this is about as close of a matchup as you're going to see on this video. I do see a lot of, I don't know if it's combo ability necessarily, but at least a lot of chain ability thus far. Of course, Bayonetta just, there's artists out there that are taking screenshots right now. They're like, oh man, the giant foot, and Bayonetta. If you know, you know. If you don't, I envy you. This seems to be very pragmatic Sheik. Really is. I mean, I have no complaints about this Sheik thus far. There's a parry. Hey, all right. Now that we're thinking about it, I actually completely forgot to look for parries. Good job, Doc. Forward throw? There you go. Bayonetta is kind of inconsistent in a lot of ways, especially ladder combo. So seeing a forward throw makes me smile, because that's how I trained her. So this Sheik has a lot of, like, movement. Not a lot of aggression. What, I blinked. What happened at the ledge? But I love the aggression. This is probably the most human-like Sheik I've ever seen. I would suggest Mystic Legend. Go to amiibodoctor.com. Look for the, I don't know, what do I call the thing? Amiibo community or something like that on the menu at the top. Join the servers in there. Join CCast and submit this Sheik. I want to see it in tournaments. Oh, beautiful! With the sweet spot up smash. Oh! Significantly less pretty with the forward smash that we all kind of expected. I find it interesting. So most Sheiks, nearly every Sheik really, does that with forward air, like forward tilt, some sort of like amalgamation of those, just taking opponents across the stage. And I was actually the one that discovered that in Sheik a couple years ago. Didn't see that in this Sheik, you know, and some of that's built in, right? The ability to do that is built in, but it's not required. And it's really interesting to see somebody who doesn't compete in Amiibo, as far as I'm aware, go the other way from that. And honestly, I think the playstyle is better served for it. I mean, obviously, you know, here comes a giant fist still kind of puts a damper on that. But no, that's a good Sheik. Submit that sucker to a tournament. Bayonetta, put a frock on, or an overcoat.